That said, let's check this out. It is what's going on right now with this coronavirus is just nuts. Arizona, Texas, Florida. I mean, it's absolutely nuts. And I really, honestly, we'll talk more about this later, but I have no idea what they're going to do about this convention in Houston, this Republican convention. And I will admit that I have like these mixed feelings. Of course, I don't want it to happen. First of all, because you're going to have all these people together. Undoubtedly, they're going to send it out around the country, right? I mean, they're not just coming from Houston, but they're coming in there. And on the other hand, like I am really interested in seeing just how masked up they get there, and that they're going to reap what they've been sowing. It's just, I mean, it would be interesting if they all caught it and it was severe in some of those cases. That's all I'll say. Is that was measured, right?
Yeah, interesting is one way what I would say.
All right. Let's play this clip of Mike Huckabee. He's on Fox and Friends with Steve Doocy. And, look, folks, here's the thing. If I had wings, I could fly, but I don't. Mike Huckabee wants everyone to have, figuratively, wings.
Ultimately, the coronavirus will be the defining issue because for so many people, Governor, it's an existential threat.
Pause it for 1 second. Pause it for 1 second. Now, presumably they're talking about the election here. I just want to make something clear. If you looked at the numbers, I mean, certainly this has cratered, and certainly, Trump's support has cratered. The Republicans were in big trouble in February as well. I think what this has done is it's made the liabilities that Joe Biden has less relevant. But the Republicans were in trouble. Make no mistake about it. They're going to say, and this is the one unfortunate thing in the event that Donald Trump loses and in the event that the Republicans lose the Senate, they're going to say it was a function of coronavirus as opposed to a function of the Republicans. But that's what it is. Continue.
Well, I think it's a serious issue, but nobody's going to blame Donald Trump because a pandemic struck the entire world. Yeah. If the United States were the only place that had it and we mismanaged it completely and just pretended it wasn't serious, yeah, then I think you could blame him. But nobody can say this president didn't take it seriously. He was acting prior to even Dr. Fauci thinking how serious it was by restricting travel from China into here. He has listened to the medical experts. Nobody can say he didn't.
I wonder if he, in the midst of saying that, he realized that he had a problem. Like that he didn't practice that answer in any way. And he was like, well, look, if it was only in our country and nobody took it seriously, because I thought he was going to say, like, the fact that it was in other places and we didn't take it seriously, that's why no one's going to blame him. I mean, do they really think that, does Mike Huckabee really sit there and think that members of that audience will not see the videos and the ads that say, it's a hoax, it's going to go away, it's contained, et cetera, et cetera? I don't know. I guess when you're talking to like a Fox audience, you're talking to such a homogenous group of people who get their media from one place that maybe they think they can get away with that.
Yeah, they're servicing the hardcore idiots right now with that.
I mean, really, sir.
Anybody who has any outside media like exposure that isn't Fox News or like Huckabee, they might see it a little bit.
I mean, how rigid How rigid would your algorithm have to be that you're watching YouTube and that doesn't come up at one point? Like him saying, we got 12 cases, we're probably going to get 0, or it's the Democratic hoax, or all that. Like, I mean, they still won't wear masks, for God's sakes. I guess they just started this weekend. But wow. And it's going to be a disaster there. We're still sort of like, I'm going to put this in quotes, fortunate in the sense that, apparently like when they look at the average age right now, it's still like 36 or 37. But it's going to, at one point, it's going to migrate. And then there's going to be some real, like just enormous, potentially enormous amount of fatalities. Really just nuts.